Welcome everyone to another episode of Downtime, or from here on forward, we're called Idle Downtime, since we talk about idols most of the time. Um, we also have a new background made by Maru, which I will be showing you right now.
It's awesome. I love it.
Yes, welcome
Yay!
everyone, and
Yay!
welcome. On my top right, it's Colin Jansen. On the bottom left is Matt, and on the bottom right, it's Maru. Welcome.
Hi,
Yay!
everybody.
Yay! Hi, DX!
Yo.
Hi.
Hi, DX.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Um, bit of rough time, but I'm doing okay for now. So,
Oh,
oh well.
We're gonna have a fun time. We're gonna have a fun
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. So before we start the show, what has everyone been doing? Because last week we couldn't upload due to problems with the hardware and such. So, how's everyone been? Colin, since it was a while since you were on the show as well. So,
That's true. Uh, the last episode that didn't get through doesn't count. I'm making a reappearance. Based on two successive appearances. That's good.
Yay.
I've
woo!
actually been doing nothing that much. I've been preparing for Christmas. We've already set up the tree.
oh
And
wow.
effectively, since 2 weeks, everything is done with our house. The new furniture and stuff. We finally got new lamps settled in the ceiling, which
Huh?
was, oh my god, that was so difficult to do. That was even worse than doing the furniture stuff. That was we hoped that someone, an electrician, could have come help us, but nope, we
Yeah, you're on your
never
own.
got a response.
Oh wow.
That was it wasn't nice of him. We asked him 2-3 weeks ago if he could help us because I'm not doing any electric work. I don't want to do that. That's always call an electrician, my grandma says.
Yeah.
But we got someone to help us who is a handyman, so that was nice. That was an entire Saturday. It was not fun. It was even worse. Like I said, it was worse than the furniture. But it's all set. We're done. It's all nothing further has to be done now. Everything is settled. I'm very happy.
Nice.
Christmas can come. I'm ready.
So how much
Home's
was
ready for Christmas.
how much was
Oh,
spent
I
on the
am.
decoration?
What do you say?
How much was spent in total for the whole redecoration of the living room and such?
Oh,
Money.
you don't want to know. Money, euros.
That bad, huh?
That was spent on it. Money. Oh,
That
that
bad.
was. Whew,
Many money.
as much as sweat and blood to really put everything together, and time, because we were like a month without furniture for most of the ground floor. Oh, I'm freezing. Oh, so that was not fun. But we're done. It's finished. Whew, now Christmas with more spending. Yay!
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
That's going to be, yeah, that's going to
Christmas
be
for
something,
you.
yeah.
Who needs money anyways?
Yeah, who needs money? It's not important. It is.
It is.
And we're still. I've already bought some presents for my family, but not everything. We tend to buy in advance because in the Netherlands, December tends to be a very present-giving heavy month,
Yeah,
not
basically.
just Christmas. But let's not talk about that.
Yeah,
Knows
it's
what I'm
kind
talking
of
about.
it's a kind of a loaded subject.
Let's not bring it up. It's something. Don't Google Dutch holidays in December. Don't do it. I've already said too much. Don't do it.
Okay.
But it's think American or Canadian Thanksgiving, but like with Christmas in the same month.
Oh.
It's
Oh
no,
god.
not great. And
Yeah.
then my sister,
God.
her birthday is like 2 weeks after Christmas,
Oh wow.
so that's always been fun. But yeah, either way, it's Christmas. I love it. I'm set. Let's have somebody else the floor. I'm talking too much already.
Nah, it's
No one
okay.
do that.
Mette, what's going on?
Yeah, so I've had an exam today. I'm finished with
Oh.
one. Two
Ooh,
more to
nice.
go. So that's
Sure.
kind of been what takes up my time. I've had my philosophy today, Japanese on Friday, trying to get done so I can take a break, buy presents and stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm just a stressed out person that's gonna be stressed out for about 2 more weeks and then peace.
Basically. Nice. Maru.
Yeah. I've been under idol overload.
Ooh.
Like in the past 2 weeks, too many groups and idols have debuted. Too many have released songs I love. I'm just overwhelmed by idols, and I've had time for nothing else.
Wow.
It's like basic living essentials and idols. That's me.
Yeah.
The
Wow, that's rough.
other guy who's like that. He's not
Yeah.
here.
Oh god.
In case you haven't noticed. Time scheduling. Doesn't
Yeah, it
always
happens.
work.
But it's the main
Shit
reason why
happens.
we're having 5
Stuff
people,
happens.
so yeah.
Either way,
Yeah.
continue.
Continue on. Maru, anything else?
What else have I done? Oh, and I've stuffed myself full of tangerines. I've been living on those things because they just recently appeared in the stores in Estonia, and just
Nothing
I've
else,
been eating
only that.
Basically, I'm not kidding.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I have a box full of them, like next to me right now.
I mean, I just had
Addiction.
chocolate, but that's probably better.
To each their own.
No, that's a given, yeah.
God damn it.
Everyone has their own preferences, basically. No, for me it was a bit of a rough time and such, and I'm not going too much into it because it's also privacy of the others, basically. So, besides that, I was following around the news around the vaccines of Corona and such, and well, the latest news basically was the UK is going to start vaccinating in about 6 days. And the Netherlands is actually going to start vaccinating around January 4th, basically. So a month from now, almost.
I think.
So,
Hope goes well.
yeah, pretty sure to say it's finally the start of the beginning of the end, basically. So, I can't wait for everything to be over because I'm probably speaking for everyone, but it's been rough. It's been a real rough year, basically.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
So when this is over, we can finally get ready for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
Yes.
something like that, yeah, basically. So at least it's something else, so.
This also needs to happen.
Yeah, exactly. So it's more like, just wait and see, basically.
Yeah.
Um,
We need to get to the sequel now.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Corona 2020, the movie is almost done. We're in the third act, and we are already setting up the sequel.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Well, yeah, since we're talking about Corona, unfortunately,
Good segue.
one of our beloved members from MNL48 has been hit with Corona, and it's Shiro Mameru. So
I don't know how did it happen. Was there
No idea.
a handshake event from NMB?
Not that I'm aware
No,
of,
but she was
actually.
supposed to be at one the day she got tested, but she didn't go to the AKB national one.
Okay.
So she didn't infect. I think she didn't infect people, but then suddenly the AKB was canceling stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard that, but
yeah.
not really well. But yeah, something happened. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Maybe that what was Akarin's graduation concert not or performance in the theater, one of the two. Also, like recently, past week or so. I don't know. I just wondering, how did YouTube? She's been doing stuff for YouTube. Maybe,
Maybe
I
doing
don't
the
know.
YouTube stuff. Maybe doing the YouTube recordings. No one
It's
knows.
either
actually.
way, we just hope that she will be okay and she just will be taking a little bit of time off. I think it's fine. I don't know if NMB has anything planned for the rest of the year for December, and if they don't, well, maybe that's good. So she can rest because she is, NMB, great group, but Shiroma is essentially, basically, no arguments. Their ace, so
Yeah.
and their face.
Yeah.
So if she won't be appearing in the next, I don't know, first day of the year performance, I'm not sure NMB has that. I think AKB has that, but I hope she will be well. It's not fun. Hopefully, it will be as minimal as possible.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So usually, if someone is hit at least 10 days or 15 days of quarantine, and then you get the second test, and the test after that test, if both are negative, then you're basically declared cured, basically. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. And since we're talking about NMB, was it something going on, NMB inspired going on in Thailand?
Yeah, finally.
That's a really good segue, by the way. I love that one.
Oh.
Really good.
I'm so happy. I was sitting on my phone, updating Twitter every 2 seconds, going, "Come on, announce it, come on!"
Refresh,
And
refresh.
finally, they said on Twitter it's Varota people, and I'm like, what? Is it really Varota people from NMB? Can we do NMB songs? Yes, more.
I'm also very happy. I love Rwanda People. I really love that song. One of my favorites from NMB. And it's from the BNK's third album, right?
Yeah.
Main title song.
And the center is
GG,
who? Why is she the center?
Junkin Queen.
Ah, there we go.
Really,
Nice.
really. I almost forgot. I was like, huh? Why didn't they announce this? Oh yes, Junkin. Oops. I forgot for a moment there.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I think they've been doing like an album a year, right? What was the Jabaja was the last
summer.
one, and the one before that was River.
Yeah.
At least they've been having fun centers for that, like Orn and June.
No, Jabaja was Pupe and Fond.
Exactly.
What the?
Ooh,
What was that?
Sorry, I turned on my car. I have magic. It's magic.
Okay.
Of course.
So I'm very happy with that. I was like, yeah, it looks. I really like the logo for it, and I'm really there goes the car again. No. It's not me.
Hey,
Is that
it's
we're
me.
trying to have
Somebody's
fun?
being really loud outside my door. Sorry.
Okay.
Right outside the door. Behind
Yeah,
the door.
right outside.
It's like an old Looney Tunes cartoon, and the door opens, and you have like a motor or a car.
Yes,
somewhere in
something like
Oh,
that.
no, I don't know what they're doing there.
Gotcha.
Raising fist angrily. But yeah, going back to Rwanda people, I look forward to that. When will it be revealed, Mata? You know this.
So I don't have a date for the MV, but I do know the 2 shots in February. So I think we're gonna expect an MV. I want to say they're gonna at least do the song for the Undokai in December. It makes sense. It's close, but I'm guessing somewhere between January 26th and maybe mid-January. No, December 26th, mid-January. That's when we're gonna get it.
Oh, nice.
Look forward to it. It's once again something to look forward to. Hopefully we'll be. Well, I really like Rota people as long as they do the dance. That's
Yeah,
well, not
that's
only
a
the dance,
requirement.
that's
That's a
fine.
requirement, yeah.
The thing is, I'm kind of worried about the dance because that's
Yeah.
not gonna translate really well. Because
Yes.
in Thailand they used the number 5 for like the laughing sound,
Ah, okay.
and you can't start doing like a 5 number thing with your hands instead of the
Yeah,
W.
the W, yeah.
Yes. I don't know. Yeah, when I said it, I was like, oh wait, that will be a bit difficult. I mean, you can still do the dance. It's just not with that great of a contact.
Yeah, exactly. You can
we'll see.
you can't you move your hand to the camera like this. It's
Yeah.
basically like talk to the head, dude. Talk to the head, basically something like that, yeah.
At least with the MV, maybe they can do what the original did, like 5 5 5 5 5 5 5
Yeah.
5 5
Yeah, a
5.
bunch of eyes on the screen, basically.
And, as long as it's fun. When I think of Rota people, I think fun. Same thing I have with say high tension. So if they can do that, that's the one thing I'm like, yeah, you should do that. If it's serious, then I don't think it will be. It won't work, I think. But
No.
who knows? It could be fantastic.
It's gonna be crazy,
Or not.
I think.
Could be terrible. Could be absolutely terrible.
Well, I mean, a serious Rota people. Is it even the same song?
No,
Like-
that's
No.
it has to go all out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. So fingers crossed. You never know. It can be anything in the middle. But that is something to look forward to. Another single to look forward to.
Yeah.
I hope no one wanted to continue on Warota people. But
Okay.
SKE announced a new single.
Oh,
Woo!
right.
Way,
I forgot
Ochino-
the
Ochino
title.
flag.
Yay!
Ochino flag.
Toy
Yippee!
Ochi flag.
way.
And a few interesting things about it is so the 27th single during a center, probably, most likely, definitely, her last.
Yeah, her last
And
basically. Yeah.
I think everyone will be on this in the
Yeah.
MV.
Yeah, everyone is
Or
in
in
the
the
MV.
song?
Yeah, the Senbatsu is basically
How many-
everyone.
How many members is it?
Many.
Should be a good.
40?
I don't know.
50?
Yeah,
50?
50,
I was thinking
50,
50.
yeah, 50 or 60 people, something like that, if you include the Kinkyusei.
Oh yeah. Only,
Oh,
like
Stage 48 says 48 members and 29 Kenkyusei.
oh well.
So, even a
That's-
lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Equals a lot. So, and like maybe 3 members can participate because they will be graduating. But either way, that's gonna be fun. I can see them doing something reasonable with that. A bit like, at least, with Cyanide.
Yeah, NMB, yeah, that one, yeah.
The one thing that was weird was when they did the B from like high in the air. That
Yeah,
was
that
a bit
didn't
weird.
work out. That didn't work out actually.
No,
It was
wasn't
more
rehearsed that well.
It was like a B or an 8 or.
But it was still, I really like that one. Like everyone, the Sambatsu was in front and everyone was in the back. I think they can do something creative.
Yes,
with
I
that.
think so. Do something like that as well. So, actually, really looking forward to it. So,
I hope.
the one thing I'm not looking forward to is the actual graduation song for Jurina. I don't know. I always have this feeling with graduation songs. It is always that nostalgic / melancholic feeling. Basically, the only song I didn't have that with that feeling. So the only song that didn't give me that feeling was the one for Watanabe Mayu, since she basically burned everything down, which was your
Yeah, I was thinking, Jurina has done like a solo album. Maybe she will have more of an input. She has some experience. I don't know. I look more forward to the A side than that B side. But who knows? Maybe it will be the other way around. But hey, main single. I'm very happy. When was the last time a main group? Oh, NGT.
GT Pink Sherbet or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I've talked about it at the least. So I don't know if that was ever talked about in an episode I wasn't on. But other than that, I can't really think of a main group that did a song. At least not 48. No.
Not
So
the Japan based? No, I wouldn't say. No.
I can't remember. It's been that kind of year, that kind of year. But I look forward to it. It's something to look forward to, and that's always good in my opinion. Anyone other some thoughts?
It's going to be weird. Like it's weird with NMB without Sayane. It's going to be weird SKE without Jirina, since Jirina
Yeah.
is the face and the ace of SKE48. So it's more like another pillar leaving, and I'm not sure who's going to replace her in that role, to be quite honest. And
That's
At the
true.
moment, AKB has no future aces lined up. There are ones who could become aces, but AKB ain't doing anything to make them aces. Yeah.
you're quiet,
Who
Colin.
knows?
Oh yeah, there you go. Come
Sorry.
again. You cut out. Sorry.
Oh, what
Still not there.
Still not there, Colin. Yeah, your sound is cutting out for some reason. So
weird. There's nothing on my end. Sorry. You know what? I have nothing to say.
that's okay.
Okay.
Oh.
No,
that's
yeah. Another song or another MV that got released was Sakuruzaka's B-side song "Budies" along with the MV. So Maru, I really know you like Sakuruzaka. So why don't you
Oh,
take
I
out on
love
this
him.
one?
I like the song. I really do like the song. And once again, I'm gonna bring out for the song a comparison for another band. It's an 80s band from England, Erasure. Some of the instrumental 100% sounded like them to me, and I love the song, but the music video, it was underwhelming. I don't know why. I don't think it suited the song at all, in my opinion. it was like the colors were kind of muted, but the song itself is like kind of like powerful and cheery, and the outfits, some of them, the outfits were not that good. I like the ones with that have pants. I think Onuma and Ozono and Ken-chan had them, but the others had skirts which didn't suit the outfit at all. And yeah, I didn't like the outfits. The music video was kind of underwhelming in my opinion, although it had the big plus that you could see all the members. Because while Naseko was the Karin Center song definitely had the best music video, this one in that one you could barely see the newest members. They had like a split second of screen time. Meanwhile, in Budies, like you could see everybody, see them, recognize them, and so that was nice.
For me, the song was really uplifting. I didn't have the chance to watch the MV itself, but the song itself, if we go by on the song itself, it was really mood lifting, uplifting. It gave you a bit more motivation to do something, anything at all. So I really enjoyed the song, and I really liked the uplifting quality of the song for me. That is the main thing that stood by for me. Mette.
Yeah, I watched the MV and I'm with Maria. I'm not too big of a fan of the MV. It's not that I don't like it, it didn't match the song and I didn't really care for the costumes, but I could listen to Bodies on its own. Just having it on in the background while I'm doing something stressing about school. It will work. But yeah, no, I'm not quite sure what the concept for it was meant to be. So yeah.
Colin.
Actually forgot to watch it, so
Oh.
I have nothing to say. I forgot. It was in the notes, but it skipped my brain for some reason. So I have nothing to say.
It's okay. This week, MNL released their video for AKB48's River. The song itself is good, but we're going by it from an original translated AKB song, so that's not what we're looking at right now. The MV, I really, as for the MV, personally, I really like the MV. It really focused on the group dancing, and I also have two critiques, I would say. The one critique was during the middle part of the MV, for some reason the cam was shaking, which threw me off for a bit. And the second critique I have is again with the whole zoom in and zooming out thing. But for the rest, the MV was enjoyable, but those two things just stood out for me. And overall, it's a pretty good MV for me personally, but if they can just work on those two critique points I have, then it would be way better than it's now. Now it's good, but it could be way better for me personally. Mette, your thoughts?
I love the costumes. It's so pretty, or it's badass, cool. Pretty was the wrong word. It looks really good. They look good in it. Like that was a really awesome costume for River. It mixes well in with what the theme of the song is. It looks badass. The girls look amazing in that
Yeah.
costume.
Exactly.
It's insane.
Yeah. For me as well, the centers were really good chosen for this song. We
Yeah.
already knew Gap was a really good center for this type of song. I had a feeling Gap was suited for dance-heavy type of songs, and again with River, she really stood out for me. Another one, it was actually a double center with Abi Trinidad and Gap. But for me, Gap stood out a bit more than Abby for me personally. That's how I view it. Mare?
For me, I agree with Mette on the part that the costumes absolutely perfect. The outfits could not have been better for it, but the music video overall, it was like I would put it. It was River, but it wasn't MNL48's River.
Mm.
It was like the most average River music video you could make. There wasn't anything unique or something that stood out from it. And I think when talking with Mette, I put it as the music video was missing the Inneke Akisaka. It was missing, the fighting spirit, like, let's go break something. Which I feel like, yeah, like I feel like the music video was missing a scene of like them breaking a window or burning something, or
All right.
something like that. It was missing the fight. It was like it was dancing, them running, the smoke, but the fight was missing from the music video.
Okay.
That's fair enough. Colin,
Hi.
comment or no? Okay, I had a
No.
feeling you would say that, so. But that's it. Come again? Colin, yeah.
Break stuff. I want
Okay.
to set a building aflame. I want to break a window. Great. I love it. No, I know what she meant. It's a really good comparison. It's the kind of comparison that I would make. I think. I really love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, another song that was released was Equalaw's Seishun Subliminal. And watching the MV and listening to the song, I had this hint of recognition whilst listening. So I took a look at the old 48 group songs, and the song that stood out the most, if you compare Seishun Subliminal, would be SKE48's Gomine Summer. The sounds and the vibe of both the MV and the song itself were really similar. It was almost the same for me. So it was more like I'm not sure how to critique this. So Mette, any thoughts about this?
Well, I agree. It sounded like Omen Summer. I think it was really colorful, the costumes, and it felt like watching an MV from a couple of years back. Not in a bad way, but it had that nostalgic feeling to it. And also, I follow Osare Company on Instagram, and they have kept posting like tiny tidbits of the costumes on their IG. And it was really nice seeing costumes in an MV setting. And yeah, it was a nice song. I think I might like with this one more than was it Shikupi or the one in
Shikipi, yeah,
Nippon?
Shikipi, but that Shikipi is a coupling song of the single, basically.
Yeah, I like this one better.
Colin?
More or less the same as Meta. It's cute. I really like the costumes, the colors. I really like the colors. I think, given I didn't see the MV beforehand, but when I was listening to it, I was like, I'm not hearing the same vibe that DX got. But when they started, I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely more or less similar than Gomen the Summer. At least I'm like, I can see those the similarities. But I think I kind of like this a bit more. At least I'm going high and low today. With the colors, it looked more colorful, more to my liking. I really like it. It's a bit nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary with the MV, but it was simple, cute, and it had a really nice backdrop. So yeah, it's nice.
Maru, your thoughts?
It's like Gomine Summer with saturation, like get up to 100.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah. But the colors are really pretty. The costumes are like really pretty colors. The pink and the blue and the yellow. They are like, they are soft, like those baby tones. I would almost say like baby blue and baby pink. And so yeah, I like it. I like the song. I like the music video. It's cute. Not exactly to what I usually listen to, but I like it nonetheless. And it joined, but I'd listen to it again.
Awesome. So during the downtime, there was
Equal Love.
also
Sure, there's something else with Equal Love that we can talk about because someone directed.
Oh yeah, totally forgot about that. So yeah, Colin, take it away.
Okay, I don't know the title. I only know that Minigishi Minami
Yeah,
directed this MV. I also don't know the title. DX, you know the title?
Yeah, Shikipi.
Oh, it's that one. So okay. So I didn't really care to watch it, but then I heard that Michan was directing it. Equal Love is from Sashi, and Sashi and Michan are close. So I was like, okay, I check it out. Oh, I really didn't like it. I'm very not happy that I must say that, but I really didn't like it. It was more or less annoying. Some could say catchy in an annoying way. I just found it annoying. and the car and the motor agrees with me. He was like, "Yeah, yes, Colin." Not bad per se, but I found it. I can see people being like, "Yeah, it's catchy." I just found it more or less annoying, both in the song itself and the visual style. I really don't want to hamper on it too much, but I was really, I really didn't like it to my own surprise. Unfortunately, but that's the case with this one. It's nice that Michan got to do this. At least it's good. It's experience. She did a. I don't think she did a bad job. In the chorus, I like when they are doing the chorus, how it looks. I like that shot. I think that was nice. But other than that, I didn't like it. Sorry, let's put it at that. Unfortunately, it just the cool thing about it is that Michan got to do it. I think that's nice. Some good experience. Maybe she will do something more with that. But but not a fan. Sorry, not a fan.
Mette, your thoughts?
It's not quite my kind of MV, but still was an experience to watch. It had moments well, it's the best I could say. It had a lot of moments that I liked, but it felt like it was really chaotic, sort of.
Yeah,
Agree that.
agreed.
If really fast paced, but I think it's fun to see Mia-chan being able to expand upon the next part of her career that's been postponed for like almost a year now.
Yeah, basically, dude.
So,
yeah.
last anniversary, I think, if I remember correctly, which is a week from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So that's a long time, man. I wasn't really thinking about it. Yeah, it's cancellation postpones. Not the worst thing. I mean, I love Michan. I'm kind of happy that she gets to stay a bit longer. Not the greatest of circumstances, but it's an excuse I can use. Sorry. Yeah, it's a long time. Sorry, continue.
Sure. Yeah, no, it was fast paced. It was pink. It was Equal Love. I don't know a lot about Equal Love, so for me, this was a crash course back into seeing all of those members, and she did a job that was way better than I thought it would be because I didn't know she was into directing except for her YouTube channel.
Yeah, exactly.
So A for effort.
Yeah, basically. So for me, the MV, like the song itself, was all over the place. Yeah, some may call it catchy, but the song itself, it felt annoying to me personally. It was more like if it's, I don't mind having something stuck in your head, but I do mind if it's get to an, I do mind if it's get annoying basically, and this song basically got to the point too annoying. So the song
Makes
itself,
sense.
I didn't quite like it, and well, for a first time directing an MV, I think she did a pretty okay job since it really was her first time directing a video. So, like Meta, I would say A for effort, but I hope she gets a better song to work with next time. Maru, your thoughts?
For the music video, I would say her inexperience is showing in that I think it's like she picked 3 different styles of music video, couldn't pick between them, and went with all of them.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And she
Say that's a good thing. At least she went all the way with all those things, and it gave this chaotic energy.
No, not really, because she didn't have the skill to mesh those styles either.
Fair.
It wasn't as if they were like fitted together and made work. No, it's just like 3 different music videos like spliced together, I would say.
It's true. Yeah, that's true. An experience, I should
So-
say. It's true.
Yeah, so, but you know, to be honest, it wasn't a bad effort for her first time, to be honest, because it isn't as if there is something you can point your finger to and say this was done badly. It's more like she did too much, I would say, and you know, because there is also always a point in like artistic things where you have to like sit back and say this is enough, this is now complete, nothing more should be added. And I think like she got to that point and ran straight past that.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
And as for the song, yeah, I don't have anything much to add. So.
Yeah, it was basically a bit
I'm
too
not.
chaotic.
I don't want to think about. Yeah, it's gonna get stuck in my head again. I don't want to talk about.
No, that's okay though. But yeah, going back to Thailand, something happened with CGM member Cunning. Meta.
This was, I want to say, last weekend, so not the handshake weekend, but the one before. So a package was sent to Cunning's home, and it was a really scary experience for her, her parents, and she talked about it. And like, don't send stuff to people's private homes. I think actually someone pointed out that there isn't. You can't send fan mail right now to CGM. It hasn't been set up yet, but wait. Just wait till you can send them fan mail the usual way, or do it if they have a drop-off zone at the handshake event. Do not go to people's homes and do stuff there. Just don't. When they're out of work, they're out of work. Like, their home is their home. When they're on stage, they're your idol. Leave Cunning alone, and CGM and BNK.
Yeah, basically there's a time and a place for everything. And
Yeah.
when it's the downtime, leave the person alone because she's not at work and she wants to enjoy her private life basically. And when she's at the stage in the theater or at the handshake event, then you can interact with the idol all you want because that's the time and the place to actually do it. And if you want to send mail or if you want to send gifts and such, just do it at the theater or at the main office, and they'll send it towards the main address. That's the way it should be, and it's how it's always been like that. It's basically a golden rule, basically. And I don't know what was going on in that fan set, and I don't want to think about it. So it's more like, no, don't do it, don't do it. Colin, your thoughts?
I wholeheartedly agree. It's very well put. I can't add anything else. No, it's absolutely right what both of you said.
Maru.
Oh, it's probably most likely just a misguided fan who was like, "Oh, I wanna send her a gift, and I know where she lives. Like, I don't know, maybe she's like, I don't lives a street down from her or something. It's like, oh, I wanna send her a gift. So I'll do this, I'll do that, and just did that without thinking. But then again, it very much could be a stalker or somebody actually malicious, because those things aren't as rare as people think, especially when it comes to celebrities. So it's always better to be safe than sorry. And just, if it is a misguided fan, I hope they've learned by now that, like, oh, I did a big oopsie, I really should not have done that. But I still hope whoever did it gets caught, like they find out, and just something
Punish him.
can be done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Or something.
burn him at the stakes.
It shall be burned. Yes, very modern, very modern. Forget getting a fine or doing community service. Burning! Of course!
Wow, that's yeah.
Like Burning Man. That's
But-
what it's about, right? I know.
not quite, but yeah. No, but
Really
yeah.
weird reference. It just came out of nowhere. I don't know. No, I agree.
Something else, yeah. Also, something else happened, and it's a bit on a more happier note. The esports underguy. I know Colin followed it, and Meta probably as well. I didn't follow it as quite as closely. So, what happened during the tournament? Colin.
Sport event. I've like somewhat of a strong opinion about it. But basically, I liked it because it's been a while since we've had something like that, and it's good that they did it. I think they did it well in the way that they could have done it. Of course, there are limitations, but it went pretty well. They got Aoki, magazine editor. I forgot which one. He was there as a guest. That was fun. I haven't seen him in a while. Overall, it was fun. Best team won, of course. Best team.
Sure.
They didn't won. They won by a landslide. Like, I think there were like 5 rounds of playing games, and only one of them they kind of lost by 20 points or something. I think Team A won, and they won big time. They won big time. Which, hey, makes me happy. Team B, I love Team B. Overall, it's not that I don't want them to continue this. Something about an actual sport event, I think, is a bit more entertaining as opposed to esports. That's why the strong opinion comes from. Because as much as I enjoyed it, I wasn't getting, the same arousement that one would have from a live physical sports kind of event. Um, so it was more like, watching people play games. What's the matter?
Your word choice. Your
What?
word choice.
Word choice. I did say something. I said words. I used words.
Yes, you-
Probably to the
It's
hilarity.
one word that you said. One word.
Yep.
I have no clue. I'm just
I'll
talking.
message you. I'll message.
Okay, well, it was fun. I did like it. Even if Team B didn't, the B team didn't win, Team B didn't win.
TB won, yeah.
I liked it. I was quite content with it. Happy that they did it. I hope that they will do an actual sport event next time. But in the meantime, that word. Maybe it's the wrong word. I don't know. I felt that it was okay enough.
Context.
Essentially, what I wanted the reaction to be was like a football hooligan. A bit too much. Not, the kind of where you go outside of the stadium and then rough up some people, but like really, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
That energy I wanted to get out of. That I didn't. I think it has something to do with it being just playing video games. No, I don't want to, talk bad about people who do that, but I there's more to get out of an actual sport event because in the past, when AKB has done it with the entire group, I think it's always been immensely fun.
Yeah.
Even a bit more than Junkin, even though I absolutely love Junkin. But it's solid. I was quite content that they did it. Anyone else?
Yeah. What games did it play actually?
Oh, video games.
Tetris, Dobon,
Yes.
a quiz game,
Mhm.
Oni Online,
Oh, nice.
and something that looked like Fortnite, but I don't know what it's called.
Oh, PUBG probably then. PUBG? Something like that?
At least it was a shooting game. It was
Yeah.
nicely diverse enough. Their own game, that's fun. It was nice. It wasn't badly done. It was competent, I feel, overall. Nice event. Everyone was essentially involved. There were like 6 per team, even though Team 8 was a separate team, but Team 8 members were also in A, K, B, and 4.
Oh,
so
yeah. The
Team
Canon
8
members, yeah.
essentially won. But like 6 members were there, and pretty much everyone else was in a Zoom call, except Michan, who was hosting.
Nice.
So it was fun. I think it was fun overall. It's not that I thought it was bad in any way, but I'm very content. I was very happy overall. Really good.
Yeah, but maybe the reason why they went with esports instead of regular sport was probably with the corona and such, since there's a higher chance of getting infected, even though there is this bubble around the idols, but still there's this risk of infection basically, since
As we've seen with Miru.
yeah, so I think that's the main reason why they went for esports instead of regular sports. Hopefully when there is a high enough vaccination rate, we can go back to the regular sports, but that's just a wait and see. But to do the
But-
esports right now makes sense, in my
We
opinion.
could, you guys.
To be honest,
Yeah, what's up?
do both.
Which
We
one?
could do both.
Or
Like we could do.
you could do watch the BNK Sports Day.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
coming. Hey,
Hey, nice segue. When is the BNK Sports Day scheduled?
26th of December, if I remember correctly.
What, Boxing Day?
Christmas. Okay.
Boxing Day? What the? Really?
Okay.
Yeah,
A little
if
bit
that.
of an odd timing, but okay.
Well, I don't think Christmas has quite the same connotations here as it in Europe as it does in Thailand.
Ah,
fair.
yeah, that's right.
And still, it's a fun event. I'm hoping. I know it's on IA. I think they're streaming it on IAS Play.
Oh, nice.
So we're depending on someone to please just throw us a bone, throw me a bone.
For you,
Let me watch
probably.
it. I want to see. And yeah, but they had like a big conference today promoting, or press tour promoting the whole thing, and it's gonna be joint CGM BNK together, having fun doing. I don't know if I don't think they announced the actual sports yet, but I'm guessing it's gonna be stuff like last year.
Ah,
So
gotcha.
football and running, relay. I think the English word is
Yeah,
relay.
relay. Yeah, relay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun, and Milk is a team captain.
Yay, my baby. With
Nice.
Milk, me and Meta have figured out the whole family thing, because I want to adopt Milk, and Meta instantly said, "Well, what's the Surina? Like, she ain't gonna let that happen." Like, so I was like, "There's no other choice. I just got to marry Isurina, so we can adopt
Wow.
Milk together. That's just how it's gonna go."
Now that's something else.
See what Izurina has to say about that. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I wish you the best. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that one actually. Yeah, wow. That's quite.
I'm gonna need a lot of it.
Yeah, most likely. So. Yeah. So another thing that happened during the downtime, reading our downtime basically, was the members, the names of the members that basically got screwed out of Ice One, or out of the top 12 ranking, were announced basically. And for Produce 48, it was Han Chowon and Lee Gaun. For me personally, the Lee Gaun really hit hard because she was so capable. And another one that got hit hard for me personally was Takeuchi Miyu, because during the finals, that high note she hit, and basically she was edited out by the director basically. So that's one thing that still stands by to me till this day. And in the document, another name was mentioned, and that was Meta's her favorite, Han Chowan. So Meta, any thoughts?
So want to be a nice one. It feels kind of pointless at this point to like speculate what would have been if Chowon was in Nice One, even though I really wanted her to make it, and I'm sad because I don't think she ended up being active really afterwards. At least not in a way I was able to follow her. And I wonder at least if she can get some sort of compensation. I want her to have that, but I don't feel like I have a place in speculating what should have been for Ice One. I'm happy they're Ice One, and I hope Chowon can get something out of this.
Yeah, exactly. Because the main problem I'm having right now is, yeah, it's a bit of a dilemma because I can't imagine anyone else in Ice One with the current lineup. I mean, I'm not even sure who I should substitute for the actual
Not
rank member.
possible.
It's not possible, and it's more like I like Ice One how they are right now. I really like them, and even with all this coming out, I can't imagine anyone else besides the current lineup for Ice One, basically. And that's my thought about it.
And well,
Mo?
that would be because by this point we don't love Ice One because they are the group from Produce 48.
No, exactly.
We love Ice One because they are Ice One, you know.
Yeah.
If you were only following them for being from Produce 48, you would have stopped following them a long time ago, you know, because that won't carry you to listen to all the songs and the like, you know, if you don't actually like the lineup and like the songs.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what makes it really difficult. And Chowon definitely is in a tough spot. She's still in Cube under the company she was before, Produce 48, and she's really is in a bad spot because, Cube just not that recently, but quite recently had a girl group Idol, and they just, I think, debuted a boy group as well. So she's still gonna have to wait a while until she can debut on the Cube, and if she does leave Cube, the company she's under, there's no guarantee another company will accept her, and then there's like, oh, when will that group debut? So she's in a really, really tough spot, I would say. And as for the girls' rate, with what you said about Miyu, I'd say like Miyu probably didn't actually make it, and I'd say that's because Mnet really didn't want her to make it. She got evil edited in the second to last episode, by making it seem like a big deal. Oh, look at that! She like stole this part from Chuo and gave Chuo this really small, insignificant part. They made such a big deal out of it. Then they cut away during the high note. They really were determined to not have her make it, And I think that might have worked. And what more is to say? I love the ice one we have right now. I really do. And like, even if I do imagine Gaon and Chobon there, there's no guarantee I would have loved that group. Because I went into Ice One only really being a fan of Cheon. Like, I did not really know the other members. I did not really, at the beginning, did not care for them. I was there for Cheon, and I was prepared to just go through Ice One staying a Cheon solo stand. And it was the Ice One we have right now who I fell in love with. And there's no guarantee I would have fallen in love with any other Ice One. And it really is tough to say, because I hope the girls get compensation, because I think it was Pledis who said they have been not contacted or anything about it. But here's the thing, I'm pretty sure Lee Gaon isn't under Pledis anymore, so maybe they've contacted Gaon, but not Pledis.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm not sure how that works. Like, do they have to reimburse the companies that the idols were under, or do they have to reimburse the idols themselves? Because I'm not actually sure which one it is. So I hope they get compensation. Mnet are known as the biggest snakes in K-pop for years now.
Yeah, that's
So
a
I
given,
would not
yeah.
I would not be surprised if they never see the money, to be honest.
Yeah, that's rather unfortunate. Colin, I know you're not that into K-pop, but any thoughts about this?
Nothing particularly to add. It sucks. It is what it is. It's usually the response that I have. It sucks, but other than that, I have nothing to add.
Yeah, another thing that got released was the concept photos for Ice One Reeler. And Maru, I know you really love the photos and such, so take this one away.
Oh, they actually released the music video teaser today as well, which is great.
Nice.
And yeah, the pictures are so to my taste. There's one where they're like among the nature, which is, well, that the color, they're like the color palette, everything is exactly what I love. It looks cozy. They have like sweaters on. It looks so nice. There are every single one of the concept photos is amazing. Hitomi especially absolutely slays it. She has been overall killing it recently, which she has been modeling for Tiri & Co as well, for
Nice.
the Japanese company.
Oh wow.
And she has like a whole series of photos up from it, and she honestly looks amazing there. She looks amazing in the concept photos. Sakura has pink hair, which she absolutely adores as well. She has even said that it might be like that she thinks this might be her new peak, like when she looks the best.
Oh wow.
So she thinks at the moment she looks the best she has ever looked, which is, nice to know. And it's been really, I'm really looking forward to the release, which is on the 7th, by the way.
Oh, in about 6 days? Wow.
Yeah. So, and honestly, I hope it turns out really well. And because this might actually be their last ever release, to be honest.
Yeah, the disbandment is coming up actually at the end of the contract.
Pro, right?
Yeah, something like that. But I doubt they're going to extend it due to the... Yeah, I don't think they're, even though with the corona pandemic going on, I highly doubt they're going to extend it, so there's no chance, to be quite honest. So yeah, this is most likely the final release basically, so... Funny now that I think back about it, those 2.5 years went by fast.
Yeah.
It's true. It's been. It doesn't seem that long, but that's kind of 2020.
Yeah.
Seems like things are going very fast, but also very slow at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, two and a half years. Damn, that seems very short. Like a year and a half, sorta.
Yeah, sorta.
Yeah.
Since we basically last year due to the pandemic. I still remember watching Produce 48 with the crew and having fun during the whole series. And then the first, I still remember we all doing the review of the first single, La Vie en Rose, which was the first Ice One single, and it was like, wow, really? And now it's all coming to an end basically, and it feels weird. So yeah,
It feels weird because that's actually how I first ended up talking with, like, commenting on the 48 Talk podcast.
True.
Was I
yeah,
remember you DX replying to me, I wrote some essay about
So,
about
a
Produce
little
48.
bit of essay.
yeah,
Very
Yeah,
rare.
a bit very rare. And DX replying to it, then I just kept commenting, basically,
yeah, basically,
until I
yeah.
ended.
Now,
And now we're here.
so
It's weird
that's what
because,
also happened to me. So
Hey, and
yeah,
And with that
That's
as well,
also true.
everyone
Yeah.
actually, yeah. So
yeah. Yeah, so because to be honest, Produce 48 is what made me get into the 48 groups, the 46 groups. That's what got me into J-pop, essentially. So it's weird to think about.
Mette, your thoughts about the new concept and the almost end of Ice One?
So the way I learned that those pictures were out was because someone messaged me going, "I love it," which is kind of how I find out about things recently. Coming messages in at like weird times during the day, during the night from Maria going, "Have you seen this? Oh my god, I love it! It's amazing!" And yeah, I really like the concept, like the movie, One Reel. I haven't seen the teaser, but I want to see the full MV just based on those pictures
Yeah,
and the
same.
content stuff they've been releasing. I haven't been the biggest Eyes One fan, but I still am curious about what's gonna be. I really like some of their coupling songs, and it's weird that they're not gonna be releasing stuff soon. It
Yeah,
feels completely surreal, and even seeing like pictures of Hichan and Sakura and Nako going, what's gonna be like for you guys to come back to the new HKT theater
yeah,
and
exactly.
to come back to 8?
Wow.
Was like, it's gonna be a culture shock both ways.
Yeah, exactly. So even for if I talk about Yakubuki Nako, I posted the old keychain I bought 6 years ago, and it was like I remember just buying this, and back then she was just a HKT Kenkisei, and if you see how she evolved, it was like never knew she would be a world star like this basically, and Nako also only knows the old HKT theater, so going to the new theater is also going to be a shock. And also the performance level difference between Nako herself and the rest of HKT is going to be enormous. Basically, I'm really curious how it's all going to work out. And continuing on, it's more like, are there any plans for the Korean members as well once Ice One disbands? I know the Japan members are going back to their respective groups, but for the Korean members, any ideas?
Well, well, there aren't any solid plans like that this is going to happen, but there are things fans can assume. For example, Cheon's company WM has a lineup of girls essentially ready, so we assume they are going to debut really quickly after Ice One disbands, with Cheon in it to, like, ride the wave of Ice One. Then Yena might get added to Everglow,
Oh, right.
which has been talked about extensively. The Everglow members themselves have said that they would be all right with it. That isn't like a confirmation that this is going to happen. They said it's up to the management,
Uh-huh.
but it's essentially the possibility is still open. It could happen,
Mhm.
which would be quite interesting to see, I think. What else there is? And for the rest of the members, it's an unknown. Like, well, Hyewon is Hyewon. No idea what she's gonna do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's just Hyewon. Minju, I think she might start to do acting more, but who knows? Chaewon and Eunbi, no idea. Maybe Chaewon. There's been speculation that Chaewon might join Rocket Punch, but that's just like, wishful thinking from fans.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I've heard those rumors as well.
Yes. Yeah, so for the rest of the members, we have no idea. But on a similar topic, like, I don't know if inwards, but like but I think like there's been a bit of like integrating the Japanese members back to the 48 groups has already started a bit with the Insta Live Sakura did with
Sakura and
Murashi
Mahardika, yeah.
Anna. Yeah, they did a live.
Anyone seen that live? Because I didn't have the
I
chance to
did.
watch it. Oh, and anything happened or?
Shige was Shige, and they have such a great tone together. And I used this as listening practice because I thought, well,
Nice.
why not? But the issue was, I think they were doing this for a contact lens company or something like that. And the second they started doing like the ad stuff, my head just went blank. I can't. That kind of Japanese is not in my vocabulary yet.
Okay.
But they were talking about like that. I think they both saw Espa, the new group that I think
nice.
Maria likes, and that they had both seen that MV. And Sakura has I think she has a line group with Sashi and Shige where they're talking, and she's also in the line group with the first gen of HKT where they're talking. And yeah, it was nice to see them have fun together on screen, joking, laughing. Like, oh, this is gonna be fun when they get to be together in person.
Still gonna address the elephant in the room for Sakura. You think she's going to stay in HKT or you think she's going to stay shortly and graduate? Your thoughts?
I think she's going to stay.
Colin.
I don't know what to expect, to be honest, about the three girls if they're going back. If I had to make a decisive answer, I'd say no. I don't see it happening, but I don't really have a particular reason for that. I just don't see it happening. It could. I've nothing particular against it because if I remember, the blog site, Amibla, what was it again? Basically, that the whenever AKB is like, oh yeah, we're doing an event, they have the whole blog, and it's like gives all the information. And usually, with Hichan, she's usually excluded. Like it actually says she will not appear. So it has always been. And I think HKT is the same, but with AKB, I just know that a bit better. Where it's like, yeah, she specifically will not be there because of those activities. So it's not like they've been tossing her aside, but like always acknowledging that she won't, she especially won't be there. So that could be a reason to say that there's a possibility that she will come. But I don't know what to expect, to be honest. If they will, I don't think it will be for a long period of time, to be honest. But I don't know how it will happen.
I'd say if anybody is going to leave basically straight away, it's going to be Hichan. I'd say Sakura and Nako are more likely to stay than Hichan, purely because Hichan, she's the most changed, so to say.
Yeah.
And she was also the least popular. So unless she can get like a guarantee that her new image will fit into the teammate that is now, which seems like a push, and that she won't be just, put back in the corner she used to be, I don't think she's going to stay. Because her image right now, like, let's be honest, it's very far from the usual AKB48 member. She looks expensive, she wears expensive things, she's always well put together, so to say. She's just so different. I can't imagine her on the teammate shows anymore. I just cannot imagine the her we have right now, and I just can't put her into that box. But she might surprise us and like make it work. So who knows?
For me personally, on Hichan, I wouldn't be surprised if she made the transfer from Team 8 to one of the AKB teams. I think.
Well, she's in Team B.
Yeah, she's in Team B as a canon right now, but
true.
I think she's going to do the full transfer as a full member instead of a canon member from Team 8 to Team B. So basically a member switch. Because I can't imagine, like Maru said, I can't imagine Hichan going back to Team 8 because Team 8 has always been more of a having fun kind of team and looking the way that Hee-chan is looking right now, aesthetic wise. The difference is like way too
Night and day.
big. Yeah, night and day
Yeah.
basically. So I can't see it working. And if she's to continue in the 48 group, she has to transfer to the main teams basically, like A
Or
K or B.
HKT.
Yeah,
Good.
But her image isn't HKT either. It just isn't.
yeah,
If anything, it's Nogisaka.
yeah, basically, yeah.
That might
Yeah.
be too far a stretch.
Yeah,
I don't think
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she can
That's
do.
yeah,
that's
That-
not a transfer that's happening.
yeah, exactly. So
We'll see.
we'll see. Meta, any final thoughts about this?
You know, I think both Sakura and Nako will stay with HKT at least for maybe the duration of 2021. And then after that, I think they could go always. They both are really loyal to the group, and I think they want to, if they're going to go back, they're going to at least impart some of their knowledge to the new generations. Maybe even set up and be the aces for a while. And Hee-chan, I don't know, I could actually see her in, this is just wishful thinking, I don't think this will happen, but think Hee-chan coming back, being back for like 6 months, getting integrated back into a team, maybe B, and then taking over at the next AKB anniversary as the captain of B or K.
That could work. Actually. Yeah, that
Yeah.
could work.
The X is like, that's Komi's spot, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
I know.
that too.
that's Saho's spot.
Yeah.
It's not that the captains should be the captains until they're like 100, but a shake-up if every between a certain period is welcome. I can see it, but on one hand I don't. But what is maybe maybe I figured it maybe
Shuffle him forever, so
another shuffle.
Another
Well,
shuffle,
I
yeah.
say another shuffle. Oh yeah. No, you said, because I was forgetting that Ichan was originally supposed to be in Team B, and when they had that shuffle was 2018, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Something like that, yeah.
When they reshuffled, which he ultimately never really appeared on. So
she did one concert, I think, the team concert, the big one.
I can't remember. I do know that she was never in the theater performances. That I
Yeah.
do know. But the concert, yeah, the Jabba Ja concert, right?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
where they changed it and everybody joined their new teams for like a couple of songs and then had the new team on their t-shirts and stuff.
I'm gonna check because I can't remember if that's true.
But that's like
Please
2 years
continue.
ago, so
Yeah, it's a long time. Like, there's one specific member in a concert that I haven't watched in a while. Maybe. I'm gonna check. I want to know. Continue.
No, I wouldn't be too surprised if there's actually going to be a shuffle around April, just to accommodate the returning members basically. Yeah, it's just a case of wait and see basically. So, no?
Another thing is, like, when they return, they will almost certainly get like a welcome back single, the way they
Oh,
had
yeah.
like No
Yeah.
Way Man as their goodbye single. And of course, it's going to be Sakura centered because, well, it just is going to be.
and maybe an
And-
HKT single while we're at it.
Well, yeah, let's have it all. Like, give us something.
Yeah, give
Give
us
us
something to
something.
commemorate the return basically. Yeah, I think everyone
Yeah.
is at the moment counting down. I would say so on Japan side basically.
Definitely.
So it's more
It's gotta
like
be
yeah.
something. Watch Sakura just drag Cheon along with her to teach, become like a dance teacher for AKB, not a member. Like, no, she's coming to be a teacher. I don't know.
No, I doubt that's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if Yeon
Yeah.
is going to AKB though, since she is not in any
That
group as far
would be
as I know.
interesting. That would be really interesting. This is also like such a small chance, but I would kill for Hyewon in AKB.
Oh, that would be something. Satomina and Cheon. Oh, Colin.
I got message. Okay, we were wrong about the anniversary. That was 2017.
Oh.
Was anniversary 3 years ago almost. That was when they got that shuffle. I looked at the Jabba Jata Nani concert.
Huh?
I see Miyawaki Sakura there on the first day, but I can't see Honda. I checked; her name isn't listed in a specific performance, so I'm not sure if she was there. Was Nako? Nako was there. Sakura was there, but Honda wasn't there. It seems.
Wasn't that
But
the goodbye concert for Anin?
oh, there's too many concerts at once.
Yeah.
I can't remember when Annen was.
No, maybe that was later.
She's now kind of sort of back. When was that?
Sorta.
Christ.
Yeah, when she
I
went
need
to Mexico,
this
right?
is
Whoa.
something I need to look up beforehand. I can't remember. Could have been. Could also not have been. A very quick check. Maybe Anin is somewhere listed as specific. Oh, there's a message at the end of the second day. There was a message to Iriyamana. So could have been at this time when she went to Mexico. I don't know. It's a good thing to say. I can't remember exactly. Either way, she was apparently maybe not at that concert. She's not listed there in a specific anywhere. But it will. It's I don't
Who
know.
knows?
I blab. I don't know. We'll see. At least. No, I don't know why I initiated this sentence.
That's okay. Well, since we already passed the hour mark, any recommendation anyone has? Mette, any recommendations?
Sure. So today they posted the Mama Milk teaser for the new commercial song, and that song has been haunting me all day. And
Oh wow.
just give me the MV so we can be done with this, because that song has been playing on repeat for so long now.
Oh wow.
And let's see, yeah. So look at the Wadota People video, because you get members' reactions to seeing the single, and then you will easily spot who knows what Wadota People is, and who was just like, "What is this? Okay, sure, this sounds good." So yeah.
Someone who's like, what?
Oh, so many.
Oh wow.
I think Pakwon
Happens.
just sat there and went, "Huh?"
That's always a fun expression.
Yeah, I think those are my big ones, because there's a bunch of mini concerts happening that's streaming online and stuff, so keep your eyes out for that if you're interested.
Colin.
A few things. The anniversary, the 15th anniversary for AKB next week. DX said something early in the episode about maybe some performance got cancelled. But so I hope this one will go through. Maybe it won't. I saw someone talking about it that it's possible that it won't get through because something I forgot what exactly they were talking about, but I think it's the thing that DX said earlier. But I hope it will go through, and if it is, what will happen? I have no clue. I don't think there was a particular announcement last year other than only Michan announcing graduation. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one name that pops in my head that could announce graduation, and Matt, close your ears.
No.
See,
No.
I don't want that. To be honest, there's still some older members. Kashiwaki
No.
will be in it until she is 30.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
still Miyazaki Miho and Oya Shizuka, and
Yeah.
then we got one of the best members ever, the second general manager. But I'm not jinxing it. But she was the first name in my head. She could announce graduation
Yes,
because
but no.
yes but no, exactly. So I hope that will be a fun event regardless next Tuesday. Hope only fun things happen. Who knows what will happen.
Yeah, exactly.
And the other thing that I do want to bring up, not long ago it was Mutatomu's birthday. But if people would like, they can still send her a birthday message. I will. It's from. It will go directly to the Japanese committee because a very notable Mutatomu Oshi. She is a part of that committee. I think DX knows who this person is, and she has been, getting all these birthday messages from anywhere. And I'm like, you know what? I should share it on our podcast. That people, if they haven't already, that they should submit, if they want to. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to Mutatomu. I will link it in my timestamp comment later when this is up. And if they want, people can share a birthday message for Tomu. I think you can do until mid-December, so still some time. So if
Yeah, there's
people
still
want to
some
do
time
that,
left, yeah.
they can do that.
Maru.
Well, the others already managed to tease me about it before the show, but my all-time favorite idol has released my all-time favorite album as
Oh,
his first
no.
solo
What?
debut. Yeah, like,
Never heard
can you
about
believe
this.
it? So, Exo Sky had his solo debut yesterday, and well, it's an amazing album. The title track is called MMH, like, and exactly. And everybody go check it out. It's absolute perfection of a track. The entire album is perfection. Every single track is absolutely amazing. So please, people, check it out.
Maru, will you do if you get the album, will you do a review of the album in a separate video?
Well, I did buy the album, so maybe I'll do like an unboxing because I have. So maybe I'm not sure yet.
Maybe.
Awesome.
Maybe. Let's leave it at a maybe.
Yes. I personally don't have any recommendations, but can't be helped with what's going on my end. So, with that, we've come to the end of this week's episode of Idle Downtime. I was your host, Jets, and the team of Colin, Jansen, Mette, and Maru. We'd like to say goodbye, and for you as a listener, please comment, like, and subscribe, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone!
Bye bye.
Happy 15th anniversary, AKB! Woo!